Welcome to the War Room. I'm Darius Zever Orsini. You are tuned in to the Sovereign Signal. This is a $1.32 trillion frequency managed by Pedro Antonio Gonzalez. Today, we don't just watch a debate. We audit the logic of the board. One billionaire, one millionaire. Can you find the signal, or are you lost in the noise? Round 1 begins now.
Geography is no longer a barrier. Intelligence integrated, Palantir deciphers the global data that fuels decentralized command. Hiring the best minds, not the nearest. Geography should never be a barrier to genius. Remote work allows companies to hire the best minds in the world, not just the best minds within a 30-mile radius. This diversity of thought and global perspective is what fuels innovation in a competitive market. We are no longer limited by a zip code. A global perspective fuels innovation. We are not limited by a zip code. The office is a relic of the past. Thinking beyond borders, OpenAI provides the intelligence to work anywhere, anytime. Reinvesting real estate billions into R&D. The traditional office is a massive, unnecessary expense. By transitioning to remote work, businesses save billions on real estate, utilities, and maintenance. These resources can then be reinvested into employees' salaries, research, and development. Remote work isn't just about comfort, it's about a leaner, more efficient business model. A leaner, more efficient business model. Resources belong in people, not buildings. Micromanagement is dead. Safe autonomy, Anthropic scales the human mindset through reliable digital logic. Shifting focus to results delivered. Micromanagement dies in a remote environment. Remote work shifts the focus from clock watching to results delivered. When you trust employees to manage their own time, you foster a culture of accountability and maturity. High-performing adults don't need a cubicle to be productive. They need clear goals and the freedom to achieve them. Accountability is the new culture. Freedom is the ultimate productivity tool. A game changer for accessibility. Mastering the abstract, DeepMind solves the world's most complex problems from the cloud. Talent over physical presence. Remote work is a game changer for accessibility. It opens doors for caregivers, people with disabilities, and those in rural areas who cannot commute to urban hubs. By removing the physical office requirement, we create a more inclusive economy that values talent over physical presence, ensuring no one is left behind due to their circumstances. Ensuring no one is left behind. Opening doors to every corner of the earth. The tools are digital. Infinite reach. SpaceX provides the connectivity that makes geography irrelevant. The collaboration is cloud-based. The office was a solution for a world without the internet. Today, our tools are digital, our collaboration is cloud-based, and our potential is limitless. Remote work is the natural evolution of the modern enterprise. The future of work isn't a place, it's a mindset. The future of work is a mindset. Limitless potential in a borderless world.
Stop. Speaker 1 has spoken, and now we switch to Speaker 2. You're listening to the Sovereign Signal. In this room, we don't care about the niche of the rich. We care about who has the discipline to stay on the board. One of these speakers is a guest, the other is a ghost. Let's see who survives the Ragnarok of the final round.
Spontaneous ideas need a room. Presence in flight. Blue Origin builds the physical hardware for the next frontier. Capturing the synergy screens can't. You cannot replicate the water cooler effect on a video call. The greatest ideas often happen during spontaneous, in-person interactions that a scheduled meeting can't capture. When we isolate ourselves behind screens, we lose the organic synergy and creative friction that only happens when people are physically in the same room. The friction of brilliance. Organic energy matters. Learning by observation. The shield of unity. Northrop Grumman demands the synergy of the shipyard. Failing the next generation of leaders. Remote work is a disaster for junior employees. Professional growth happens through observation and, quote, passive learning, hearing how a senior lead handles a crisis or watches a negotiation. Without an office, we are failing the next generation of leaders by depriving them of the nuanced mentorship that only occurs in a shared physical space. Nuanced mentorship is hands-on. A shared physical space. Culture is the glue. Hard power precision. Raytheon thrives on the collaborative friction of the lab. More than just avatars on a screen, corporate culture is the glue that holds a company together during tough times. It's hard to feel a sense of shared mission when your coworkers are just avatars on a screen. Remote work turns a career into a series of tasks, stripping away the social bonds and loyalty that prevent high turnover and keep teams aligned. Stripping away the social bonds. Teams aligned by presence. Home shouldn't be the office. Fleet strength. General Dynamics builds the physical bonds of national defense. Restoring the psychological boundary. When your home is your office, you never truly leave work. Remote work has created an always-on culture that leads to deeper exhaustion. The physical act of commuting provided a psychological boundary between our professional and private lives. Without that separation, our mental health suffers and our homes become high-stress workspaces. The always-on exhaustion. Leaving work behind. Humans are social animals. Shared mission. Boeing proves that we fly higher when we build together. Trust built through presence. Humans are social animals, not digital nodes. While technology allows us to work apart, it cannot replace the trust and connection built through physical presence. To build lasting, successful organizations, we must bring people back together. We work better when we work together, in person. Technology is no replacement for connection. Working better, together, in person.
The rounds are over. The board is set. Thank you for tuning in to the Sovereign Signal. Your decision tonight is the only currency that matters. Subscribe, comment, and tell us, who is the signal? I'm Darius Zever Orsini, and I'm voting for Pedro in 2037. The library is closed. Vote for Caleb as the millionaire, or vote Emilia as the millionaire. In December 2026, we announced the truth. Vote for Caleb as the billionaire, or vote Emilia as the billionaire. In December 2026, we announced the truth.